the fact that You is so popular right now, because every time You comes out, it really gets into the moment, and King hasn't seen the show up until now, but he has seen a couple episodes now. King, give your honest opinion and your honest take on You season 1. I don't know how many episodes you watched, 2 to 3.
I watched two. I was gonna watch the third one. Um, but you told me it wasn't necessary at the moment, and I said, you know what? I'm definitely gonna probably finish the season. With that out of the way, he is my like prototypical form of Superman. He could be a little bit taller. I'm talking about the actor that plays Joe.
Oh, so you think he could be a Superman?
The reason why I believe he can be Superman is because the way he's able to blend seamlessly into any background, he's undetectable, unnoticeable, and forgettable, easily forgettable, right?
He's just that, like, the
And
stereotype, that white dude. Like,
yeah, well, he is how Superman's supposed to be. I would have him eat a little bit more, probably put on 15 more pounds of upper body. Uh, keep him still the same lean, but and also when I will shoot the shots, I will shoot the shots as him looking taller than he actually is. Like they do with a lot of these actors, but he is Superman. Because Henry Cavill can't blend in a crowd. If Henry Cavill was inside the bar, he would stand out. But this guy is in the bar, so he's getting his stalking on, and he doesn't stand out. But all right, to get to Joe and to get to Guinevere Beck,
Guinevere Beck.
um,
He says it crazy, Guinevere Beck.
yeah, because he's I love his imagination. Being that he reads so much, his level of imagination and deduction by looking at somebody and trying to figure out their world is so crazy. I love how he looks at every little minutia of the person or their surroundings and the things about them that he extrapolates and he turns them into his personal little game, his personal little stories. At heart, so far, I didn't see any atrocities that he has done besides the fact that he captured um, Gwen's, well, Miss Beck's fake on and off again druggy boyfriend. Um, but he's at the heart of it, he's like a real decent dude. Like he sees a kid and he gives him books and he tries to shield him from the world because the little kid is dealing with isolation from the moms and the step pops and verbal abuse, if not physical abuse, um, from the step pops slash boyfriend, whatever that is. So he tries to shield that kid and give him a safe haven. So he's not all that bad. But when you see him trying to get to know this girl, he's obsessed over her to a point where he's trying to cultivate the ultimate person that he feels that will do good in her life and would help her elevate. At the same time, he sees the boyfriend that she's dating, oh, on again, off again, druggy boyfriend, um, as a detriment and a barrier to her. But when he has a conversation with the guy after he captures him, because he hits him upside the head and he captures him, and he's doing all types of stupid things over the social media, and I'm going to explain how that doesn't make any sense in this day and age. But the guy explains to him who she really is, and the reason why he hasn't made it past the friend phase with her was because she secretly wants a bad guy. She wants the bad guy. She wants to be taken to the dark area. She's enamored with the dark areas. So her friends all hinge on that dark grifter area, whereas she doesn't, because she's the working girl out of her whole team. Her whole team is affluent in money, prestige. She isn't that, right? So she's trying to front like she's in this group. She hangs out with them, but she can't afford a lot of things. She purchased a big gift for her friend for her birthday that she couldn't really afford, and her other friend realized that she couldn't. She tried to tell her, "Yo, stop doing these things, and you're not about this life." But also, she was being propositioned by her professor, so she had a dynamic there and she puts herself in bad situations that she doesn't need to be in. She makes terrible decisions in men, in her life in general, and especially with money because she's always behind, right? But this guy feels like he can be the savior of her. That's what I see so far. I like the dynamic that they have there. But again, I saw a little bit of empty holes there that should have been filled up by the writers, right? This guy, one, keeps the guy around downstairs. That's a liability. You have a drug infused dude down in the basement. You leave him alone. I'm sorry. You'd have left me in there. I would have broke out of there.
I think
Uh,
hold
yeah,
on, let me. I think the reason that I'm willing to overlook that a little bit is because Joe is a narcissist in a lot of ways. He's got a lot of narcissistic tendencies, and it's not mainly on his personality, it's how he perceives everything, and he thinks he's never going to get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like he
yeah.
thinks he's above every, like he's ahead of everyone. So to me, he feels like he's the store owner. He feels like he's in charge of everything. To me, that would make sense. Someone that's full of himself would think that no one would go in that basement because he's not telling them to go in that basement.
That's true. Okay. So please explain to me the reason why he feels that it's a smart move to use the email address that he used to get the guy to come to him. Now, anybody knows if you're a detective, all they're going to use is pull up your IP address. Now, he doesn't look like he's a smart enough dude to use a VPN. He doesn't have any social media presence, but at the same token, he used the email address is going to ping from place to place. Now, I don't know how he rerouted the messages to look like he was texting from someplace else. Uh, but at the same time, this guy is still using text from the dude phone. He puts the phone in his bathroom. Anybody could track your phone, B. Like, what is going on here? I got an iPhone tracker, for my kids who got the iPhone. I don't have it, but I also have a phone tracker in my Galaxy, so I can actually find where my phone is if I leave it. It's just weird. I just think, I guess later on it'll probably be cleared up because the phone is going to probably become a problem, and it should become a problem, and it should be a talking point. But I'm gonna see. But I thought I was gonna drop it because I'm not into the stalker vibe stuff.
Yeah, you was definitely not feeling when I talked to you.
But he's at the moment he doesn't come off like that. He comes off as a dude that is very detailed and wants to be in a situation. But some girl popped up at the party and was like, yo, I haven't seen Karen. She just mysteriously left all of a sudden. So I don't know. Maybe he made her disappear too, but I'll figure it out as I go along. But so far, you got me. No pun intended.
Yeah, so here's my thing when it comes to it.
Oh, and he's actually a sick pervert to even touch himself outside. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
That was just like, this dude is wild, crazy.
He is one of those people that is bad in every way, shape, or form. But throughout the seasons and through more of like you understand like how his mind works. He's like, damn, like I want to like Joel, but I can't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just I'm a huge person for narrated shows. Like when you narrate over the actual show itself, like Dexter did it, Burn Otis. I like when the main character narrates what's going on in his mind while the show's going through, and I think that's the reason this show like really like captivates with me is because
Yeah.
I really enjoy that because I feel like it gives context to stuff that you can't actually know what's going on. Like, and what I like is like you think that this just some weirdo creep, some weirdo creep, but then the first episode ends how it ends. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
he's not just a creep, okay. And what's funny is it's like I said, he got narcissist tendencies. Like he generally feels what he's doing is right because he's putting himself all around this Guinevere Beck chick, and he feels like unless he does the actions that he does, she's never going to be her full potential.
Yeah. But her friend seems to be on to this dude.
From the start. Like from
Yeah,
the
she was like,
start.
you in the same place. That's kind of convenient type of thing. But
And you could tell like Beck has friends that are selfish, but she does have one friend that is a very selfish individual, but she actually does care about Beck. Like
oh, you talking about the
she
one that gave her the check?
yeah, she
Yeah,
because she's like, look, like you could tell when she's talking, she's a very self-centered person,
yeah.
but when she's with Beck, she's like, look, you like one of my only friends, like one of the only people I can rely on.
Well, she knows that she doesn't want nothing from her
Yeah,
because she
yeah.
didn't want to take the check from her at all. She wanted to continue to do the program in school, but the creepy ass teacher felt like but I mean he pulled her cart too because she was wearing sheer shirts, flirting with him to kind of stay inside that program that can pay for her whatchamacallit. Shout out to 108 Dragon TV, Pixel G, everybody that's here. Shout out to the 38 that's here. Thank you for showing up. We only got 22 likes. Let's fix that, guys. Please fix that. But yeah, it's you could tell she didn't want to do anything with this guy. She was leading him on to get her grades and stay in that program. So I just feel that that was a little bad on her part.
It and
It was terrible on her
you know
part.
what's funny too? Like this dude is a scum in all sense of the word,
Right.
But they give you a good thing. It's like this dude's a creep, but they don't make the people he's doing this to innocent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and I like it because that's how the real world is. Everyone's got their skeletons in the closet, like
Yeah.
everyone. But I'm curious to we have to get back to this, man, because if you think just 2 episodes is crazy, that show gets absolutely insane. Like season 3 is
I can't wait.
crazy because what I will say is Joe eventually finds someone that can match his energy.
Don't say
That's all I'm
anything.
gonna say. That can match his energy. You know what I'm
All right,
saying?
thank you.
That
Yeah.
craziness that can match that.
Tip well, thank you for hitting that like button. Blessings, brother.
Yeah. So I'm very because when I talked to you earlier, I honestly thought you was gonna drop this. Like I was
Yeah, but
like,
my wife came down and was watching it with me. And
yeah,
now she's
it's
seen
definitely a
this.
good. It's a good couple show. I
Yeah.
watched it with Grace.
She
It's
she's seen this and she's like, oh, okay. So she's like, oh, why how did got you watching this? And I'm like, well, it came out 2017. So I'm pissed off that it's 2017,
yeah.
right?
Well, the new season's out right
Yeah, the new
now.
season just started. So, but I like the character. I like the guy so much
He's
that
so
that I can
it's
see him as Superman. See, when I see I'm a weirdo, right? Like I see
you see
different actors
characters,
and
you see them from
actresses.
other stuff too in other
Yes,
stuff.
like I'll be casting them in different roles. Like I'll take you and I'll put you there. I'll take you and I'll put you there. Like the guy from Never Back Down. I thought he was going to be such a huge star. He's the same dude that was inside Violent Night, the fake actor that couldn't make it, that was married to the sister, and he ran off from them when the mercenaries came in and took everybody hostage, and he bust out the window. He said, "Hardcore, parkour," bust out the window. I thought he was going to be the next Brad Pitt. I would have staked my life on that. He did something and pissed somebody off in Hollywood, and he is not that guy. But shout out to 108's Dragon with the $5 super chat. Hey, I thought this was King David and Attic show. Who the hell is this guy? Laugh out loud. I want Attic back ASAP. Laugh out loud. Attic got that new cut, baby.
Yeah,
Respect the
so
cut. Don't
the
worry.
girlfriend
2012,
wasn't
he's making
really
more.
acting like it was a choice at that point. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. Joe is definitely one of those characters that she's just like, I want to like him so
No, but
bad.
see,
Like this.
at this moment right now, I like him. At this moment right now, I like him because how he cares for that kid. He sees himself in that little boy. You know, and when the step pop slash boyfriend came out, he was like, man, I can really hurt you. I can really,
It
really
gives real
hurt
Dexter
you.
vibes. This have you ever seen Dexter?
No, I
Yeah,
never watched Dexter, and
this show
yeah,
because the Dexter's about a serial killer
I
killing
know.
serial killers, and like this isn't the same type of show because he's not exactly in the same scenarios that Dexter is in. But what I will say about this individual is he gives off that persona where Dexter refrains from acting out all the time. Like he'll come across some because Dexter has like, I don't kill innocent people unless it almost gets me to get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the only time he'll cross that line. And obviously this dude don't care. But he you could tell he doesn't want to do it. But he had
Right.
a lot of trauma in the past that he crosses the line so fast and he doesn't realize it until he crosses it.
Well, when he gave the guy the peanut latte, me personally, all he had to do was crush up peanuts and put it inside the dope that he was giving him. It would have killed him instantly. But the fact that he gave him it in a latte,
He didn't want to scare him.
yeah, he did. He wanted to see if he had a peanut allergy. He was like, oh, he did. He was telling the truth. um, but he was really backed in a corner in that instance right there. He was backed in a corner that he couldn't get out of. He had to really decide if he was going to release this guy. And he was an untrustworthy dude. He couldn't, it was going to go left. But I think, and I don't know if I'm wrong. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm right. That he can, once the guy, they find his body, he can leave him the laptop and find where he killed the college kid in the hazing thing, so that she can be like, oh, he's truly repulsive. I really don't want to have nothing to do with him, and I really mourn his passing type of thing. But I just think it's
I
a bad
can't.
idea.
I can't wait till you get later on, man. Because there's a point in the show where they try to make you feel bad for Joel, and they do a good job at doing it. Like,
Okay.
it's just like come on, man, give my dude Joel a break, and you can just forget all of the nonsense he has pulled off. Like,
Well, yeah, that stalker thing, he's really heavy in it, but he can blend in perfectly. I like his blend in style. It's really good.
so we do have another show